How's it going, Radical viewers? Grimgay, right back into it with part 2 of this Esterisle's Cartography Guild Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition homebrew. We just fought super werewolves, and a super werewolf, because why the hell not? And we survived. I'm currently, thankfully, being the pseudo-witcher, know enough to where I can hopefully identify if maybe one of us is potentially cursed. I'm pretty sure there is one of us that's probably cursed. Gonna find that out in this half of the session, I hope. Without further ado, let's go ahead and rejoin the Discord and yeah, see what I can find out.
It's not really towns. You'll have like
They're colonies.
No.
It's a village at that size, right?
They're basically just villages of Inuit families that live in Nunavut.
Okay.
They mostly speak their own tribal languages and not English. But they probably also speak English, though.
Do they pay taxes?
No, I doubt it.
Good for them.
Let's
So I
see.
need to find me a native woman.
The Northwest Territories have a population of 45,000.
45,000?
45,000.
If I just bring her father like a dead seal, do I get her?
I think
That's my
that's actually offensive.
And
That-
the territory,
yeah.
oh, that is very offensive, yes. The territory of...
So on that note,
is 35,000.
we
What
are
about
back.
2 gallons of eggnog?
Well, I
So-
can tell you the peninsula I live on has more people than that.
Way ahead of you, Nathan.
My house has more people than that.
Why do you think they're territories and not provinces?
I don't know. We could just have states.
Is there a
here.
difference?
I
Territories.
mean, we also have territories. There's
Yeah,
no
like-
count for shit.
Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico doesn't matter at all, but
Yeah.
it does?
Puerto Rico
ours?
is part
I
of-
imagine if you live in Puerto Rico,
It's not?
but anywhere else,
Wait,
Hey,
hold
now.
on. Why is Puerto Rico part of America? Why-
Hey, come on. So, some of my more religious fans of my channel are Puerto Rican.
Well,
not
that
even
was
a
obviously
joke.
a joke
I don't-
coming from myself, right?
so
I was gonna say.
if they're religious fans of the show, then they'll know. They just know.
No, we're religious fans of the channel. I didn't say this show in particular.
See, when you
um,
said that at first, I thought you meant they were like Catholic or
Yeah, I
something.
bet we have bad ratings because we always interrupt Michael. It's the worst.
yeah,
We're just the
like
worst.
why did I
people.
even have like you guys can just talk about this all day. I'll
Yeah,
go.
Michael, can you go just get me a drink and we can come
Uh,
back?
Yes, who else is
would be
doing
correct.
right for level 7? Now that we're level 7, what are y'all guys doing?
Wait, are we
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
level
So-
7?
You guys, no.
Damn it. Come on, man. We kill Super
Wake up
Werewolf.
the next morning, well rested except for the many wounds with which you had to sleep.
You mean Gwydion?
I'm gonna be sore with blood.
Thank God.
Oh, you think that's bad? Just wait until I start, You know what? Don't worry about it. We'll worry about that when we wake up.
I do think it's bad.
It gets
No.
worse.
Be
You're
sore
wrong.
with blood. So, what are we doing? I know that there are a couple things. I know that you said you wanted to talk to Ivara. I know that Cassius has paid you to go and try to find the North Star Concerto.
Yeah,
Oh, God. Yeah, that was
we
powerful.
have to do that one.
Shit. We have so much on our plate suddenly, abruptly. I completely forgot about half of it. Oh, man. Okay.
Let's plan.
So, just gleaming in the wonderful lycanthropy section of my grimoire, which I pictured any section, quote-unquote, of my grimoire is literally so enshrouded in weird-ass code that it's literally, I got one page on page 12, I got a page that's supposed to come after that on page 3 or something, and all that.
It is rather cobbled together, and that's not even including all of the extra pages that came from the other,
Yeah, the Dragon Grimoire.
just the Dragon Tome, yeah.
Everyone gets 6 temp HP, by the way.
We do?
No?
Yeah.
We didn't benefit from Song of Rest.
Yeah, this was an actual sleep.
Song of Rest is only for
Oh,
short
never mind.
rest.
Damn.
Yeah, this is a long rest, which is objectively better. So
But
you need
anyway.
not the HP.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm specifically looking for ways to, at the moment, just detect lycanthropy. I'll start looking for cure stuff when I have a more immediate reason to, such as one of us being inflicted.
Right. Aside from magic, just straight up like spells, it is very hard to detect unless it is a full moon. I believe.
I was kind of getting inventive with me describing Wolfsbane as being a primary component, not even gonna lie, but I love that you rolled with with that to that degree.
I roll with shit, man. It's like half my job. Yeah, I mean, aside from like actual magic, it's really hard to determine if you are cursed unless you exhibit signs of it. Sometimes these are manifested physically, like marks. However, with lycanthropy, it's particularly insidious because, it's what you find on the curse itself, like what information about the curse, suggests that there are a few types of lycanthropes. I mean, there's the kind that got bit and are now lycanthropes. There's the kind that were just born lycanthropes.
Right, and they can't be cured, the last I checked in any of my knowledge.
Yeah, there's been no record of it, at least. At that point, you know that the curse itself is called the Lightbringer's Curse, sometimes. The Lightbringer being the god/goddess of the sun and the moon, the night and the day.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So they are said in, like, roll me a religion check, actually, because it wouldn't actually tell you the actual stories, but it would tell you it's not accurate.
I was actually scared for a moment. I was like, do I not have religion checked out? No, because I rolled this up to literally be basically stand-in wizard. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, you know that the Lightbringer is a god. But it doesn't mention anything about why it's called the Lightbringer's Curse. I mean, aside from like the obvious, like if you know, full moons and stuff, that is relatively related. So.
Okay. Huh. Shit. Well, okay, got no good news on that front then. Shit. Well, after that brief glimpse in the morning, finally probably coming down to meet up with everyone, probably give them fantastic news, like, so who wants the bad news and the good news? And when, which order?
About what?
Oh, about lycanthropy and how likely those bitten are possibly afflicted and ways to tell.
Bad news first?
Okay. Bad news is, other than some magical possibilities, there's no alchemical way currently that I can actually detect it. And frankly, save for maybe some oddities in character or even in biology, there's literally no way to tell until the next full moon.
Good news?
Okay.
The good news is, even if you're bitten, there's still maybe a chance that you're not actually going to be afflicted with the curse.
Well, that's kind of good, I guess.
That's good, because I got bitten quite a few times.
Yeah, that's also not why the good news isn't that good, because you were bitten a lot. Teroa was bitten. Gwydion was damn near a meal, things considered.
Well, that's
Any
helpful, Lambert.
weaknesses?
Yeah.
Any weaknesses?
Magic, Silva, classic stuff.
Silver.
So how about we make silver handcuffs for everyone who got bit, yeah? And then we attach them onto them, and then when the next time they should be, freeing it up, they won't because of the silver.
Yeah, regretfully, when it comes to restraining one afflicted with lycanthropy, that doesn't really work. I mean, silver magic definitely works for killing them, but for restraining them, honestly, good old-fashioned iron, a very, very strong foundation.
I just kind of give a look to Heinrich.
I mean, Sen's little group that honestly had the better of the ideas, where they barricaded themselves down into the cellars, latched them to walls, strong iron. Like, the big one was probably, honestly, just a freak accident, just gone too long without satiating bloodlust, or God knows what else. Curses are strange, and this one has religious ties to it, which I regretfully know jack shit about. I can tell you that it's known as a Lightbringer curse. I don't know why. Then it has something to do with the god of the sun and the moon.
What is?
That's what I was hoping for.
Maybe a religion check.
Some of us don't like silver, by the way.
Yes, and it also affects changelings, obviously.
Boom.
Thank you, God.
So it's known as Lightbringer Curse. There is a section of text where it talks about what is assumed to be the first werewolf. It did start with wolves, apparently, where essentially this actually requires a lot of context. So the Lightbringer during the day is when the Lightbringer is used to represent the goddess of the sun is obviously female, and the opposite is true for nighttime, obviously. There was one individual who was said to be romantically involved with the feminine side of the Lightbringer, and as essentially it didn't go well for him, and ended up with him being cursed to be a beast at under the full moon, when essentially the masculine form is at his strongest.
Oh, I've heard about this. I relay that information.
Oh.
It is mythology, but could hold a grain of truth to it. Nevertheless, it sounds like we only have till the next full moon to potentially be together as a party. So what do we want to do next until then?
Be very thankful it's not going to be a double full moon, and you'll be just a noble lycanthrope if you do turn. And hopefully easier to... I just stare blankly at you as I desperately try to say the word take care of without sounding like I mean to kill you.
Listen, at the top of my to-do list, or near the top, I've got find the North Star Concerto. We could always try and do that next. The other things I have are find the sculptor. We did that. Look out for changelings, vampires, werewolves.
I think we did that.
That's like we did a lot of that.
I wrote something here. I wrote something here called skeleton grenade. I'm not sure what I meant by that.
Skeleton grenade? What?
I'll have to interrogate my memory.
Is that a spell?
The only thing I remember about skeleton grenade is how you said you were writing it in your notes, and we knew it was going to come up, and we're not going to know the context.
That's appropriate, and that's exactly what happened. Right, okay.
Well...
Okay. So... Depending how long that voyage lasts, that could be absurdly dangerous, because we'd be stuck on a ship in the middle of it, at sea. Potentially with the werewolf.
Well, actually, I mean, I think that's safer, because then he can't go anywhere.
I just slowly tilt my head at you, and I very, very deadpan ask you, safer for who?
For everyone else, of course.
First of all, I mean, we can clearly beat the absolute shit out of a werewolf. Those guys are weak as fuck. Second of all, he can't, run away and go kill people in the village.
Okay.
Yeah, neither could we.
Okay. Let's see if I can help
Run
you.
away, not to kill.
Let's see if I can help you recall the events of last night. The reason why that fight actually went as well as it did was because, number one, we had all of us. No, not that at all, actually. Okay, first off, we had all of us. We had the greater number, so that was a good thing. Two, Gwydion flat out incapacitated one long enough to where it was basically a non-threat, and when it finally was a threat again, well, it wasn't much of a threat at that point. We will not be dealing with that. We will be dealing with, yet again, possibly 3, although weaker, but we will also be down potentially 3 men to deal with the problem on a ship where there is no chance of escape.
Okay, but like we also have our 2 friends, we've got Dakar, we've got a whole crew. I'm not seeing I think werewolves are some weak sauce shit. I think werewolves and vampires are the weakest shit I've ever had to fight, and I don't see the problem.
Lambert, we have recently acquired a substantially larger ship. It does have room for a brig. We can craft it out of metals that will be stronger than wood, and when the time comes, we'll just have enough cells for those who were bitten. That way we do know if anyone is affected, and it would give me a project to do.
And I'm going to help you build these cells. We're going to need 3 of them. I'm going to recommend silver spikes within the interior, because that may possibly help keep them at bay. If they do turn, I'll work with you on that. I'm just saying, out of all the possible optimal ideas for us to roll with, of course we decide to roll with something completely insane. I would recommend against full-heartedly, which is where we go out to sea with potentially 3 lycanthropes ready to turn. Just saying. Want everyone to understand that. I voiced my S. Let's go have a chat with the mistress of the wizard sleeve and see just how many possible lycanthropes we are actually potentially dealing with in this wonderful little portside town.
We left those bodies in the street, didn't we?
Yes, we
Oh
did.
shit, we did.
Lambert, you don't seem happy with the solution. Do you have an idea of what would be safer for us and the innocents?
There are powerful magics that are available that could very well break the curse. I know that for certain. We could attempt to ask around town, see if there is someone with that kind of power available. That said, I feel like that option probably was already explored, depending how long this has been going on. I'm assuming for a while, if they're able to concoct the plan of lashing them to the walls in their own cellars.
Well, it seems that we may have a few weeks before it becomes a potential hazard. We could certainly try to find a solution with magic and be prepared otherwise.
True. And as I said, the curse doesn't always take hold even from a bite. We could very well be dealing with none of you turning. We could deal with all of you turning. God only knows, and time will only tell. Oi. And of
I'm
course...
just saying, werewolves are weak as shit. Like, you know, you were hyping up the vampire, and then we killed it in one hit. And, you know, you were hyping up werewolves, and now we just murdered 3 of them, and they were bigger than normal werewolves, so...
I was pretty intimidated by him, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, but, you know...
Have you been doing push-ups with your friend at all, Gwydion?
What?
Well,
Perhaps, perhaps we should have Gwydion help with the building. That could get his hammer in his hands and rolling some steel.
Strengthen him up a bit so he doesn't get as torn to pieces.
What?
Yeah.
I think the best way for me to avoid getting torn to pieces is to at most practice my cardio.
Well, then practice your cardio.
Yeah, I'll throw firebolts at you while you run away from them.
My idea was to simply take more potent teleportation spells and get farther away from you.
Here, okay, so we'll tie you to the boat, we'll throw you overboard, and we'll make sure there's a few sharks so that you have to keep swimming. But I have the cloak of the manta ray, so if anything goes wrong, I'll just jump in.
This is the worst and weakest form of sarcasm.
I don't think it was sarcasm. That's what scares me the most.
What's sarcasm?
That's what scared me the most. God damn it. Right. Anyway, that's currently the plan. Basically, just wait and see. And prepare and construct very, very strong iron cages with silver spikes on the inside.
Oh, North Star Concerto.
So then we're going to find the boat.
Yeah, boat.
We're going boat finding.
Boat finding.
All right.
We're not talking to the mistress of the wizard sleeve then?
We really need
Oh,
to.
yeah.
You really need to. Okay.
Yeah.
That is what you believe.
I mean,
I heard many things.
I honestly just, in Lambert's mind, want to identify how bad of a problem this could become. If
Very.
something like this should happen again. Because, I mean, this time, yeah, it was one, and I'm assuming, God willing, it was only the one super werewolf.
Now, also keep in mind, I mean, there was a full moon a little over 3 weeks ago. I mean, you were in town. There was a werewolf. There was a full moon 3 weeks before that. I mean, one of the moons is full like every 3 weeks, give or take. And the other one is full, every like 5 or 6 weeks or something. I wrote it down. It's in my... Yeah, every 30 days, every 23 days, roughly. So, I mean,
Right, so there's a firm grasp of the problem, at least.
Right, I mean, you haven't heard of any werewolf attacks.
No, and
aside from this.
Yeah, aside from the one we were a part of.
Right. So, I mean, either... it's a big problem and no one's talking about it, it's being covered up or something. Or it's not as big of a problem and it happens occasionally, or the Inquisition was dealing with it and now they're gone, or, there's all sorts of things that could have...
Maybe we should just...
You can't report a werewolf attack if there's no one left to report it.
Actually, it's funny you mentioned that. I was actually just about to suggest maybe, okay, fuck it, send them a letter, tell them that, basically detail what happened, detail that one of Sen's, restrainees escaped, the problem was dealt with in short order. I have no idea how to even classify the other two. Looks like they were just more than happy to be werewolves and have some man flesh.
And are also dead.
And they're also dead.
And they're also dead.
Yeah, so, yeah, let's do that. Let's just send a letter and fuck it, get on the boat and...
To the Inquisition?
I don't know if I trust letters in this economy.
Well, you can't write them in code or something?
Do I look like somebody who knows code?
I just stare at you blankly at that question. Really?
He's got a point.
Criminals know codes.
I walk away.
Yep, that's the answer I was expecting.
I also don't know code.
I kind of figured you actually didn't, but I thought it'd be funny to jab
So
at you
where are
with
we
that.
going? Where are we going?
They're not prisoners, they're restrainees. Oh god, a wizard werewolf, that's frightening. I mean, I basically just told send a letter. Whether she does it or not, that's completely up to her. Beyond that,
I think we're going east, right? That's the plan. Get on a boat and go find the other
Go find
boat.
the ship. All right.
how much iron?
Does anybody have another idea than that?
Not really. I'm just gonna ask how much iron and or silver do we have available to build these cages?
Oh, well.
Let's open up the thing.
Because if I want to have them on hand in order to build the cages just in case.
Plenty. Let's just say plenty.
Yeah,
I got 600
well-
gold, so...
I mean, what? There's a...
iron is 1 gold for 10
Shit,
pounds.
inventory. I mean,
If you want me to do the math, I'll do it as to what these cells are going to cost. But
We can
like
buy-
you have 25 pounds of raw silver, 5 pounds of raw iron. I mean, I would say,
We definitely have enough for the silver. I'll say that right now.
I mean, what, like, you have 2 short swords that can like fit in with some of that. I mean, I would say maybe like 20 pounds worth of iron would probably take care of the rest.
okay, so 2 gold, great.
I'm okay with
Yeah.
this. I'm not gonna
I mean,
debate
it's
it.
not. Iron is not very inexpensive. It's whenever you start getting like, oh, I want this to be adamantine or
Yeah.
elven seal or
Well,
you know.
okay. I mean,
Yeah.
in that
Iron
case, I can just make the. And it's only going to take me an hour if that's the case to
Yeah.
make the
Yeah.
gel.
I mean, it'll easily be done before the next full moon. I mean, that's
But
like not-
it'll take longer for the silver,
yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
we want to do with the silver on it.
Just interior spikes, honestly. That's all I really have an idea for, and that's more so just the.
God, I hate this.
Like the
If we did like a silver inlay on the.
yeah, like a silver spiked inlay. My entire like mechanical reasoning for that is if they have to roll checks in order to try to pry the bars loose or rip the door off its hinges, I want them made at disadvantage. You know, that's kind of the idea with that mechanically.
I mean, it's easy enough to make this, and I mean, you know enough to know that it should be reasonably effective against anyone, really, barring like actual like monsters. It'll definitely be done before the next full moon. I will draw a brig in your ship by the next time.
Also,
We
I'll
have
tell
a
you,
set-
Roa, look at it this way. If things really start going to shit, and maybe Sen turns against us while we're out and away, we can just throw her in one of those and she can't get out. You're not here for this conversation, by the way, Nathan.
Lambert, I've been hard on Sen, but that's mostly to do with feelings of anger with my grief over Leora. Sen's likely had a hard time of it.
You don't say.
I don't feel like we would need to restrain her.
That makes me incredibly happy to hear it, honestly. I'm not just saying that because I thunderwave some poor bastard off a bridge for her on literally little to no notice. But that is part of it.
That was quite an intense moment. It was interesting to see us both have a similar train of thoughts of removing the threats, and it's still out there. I don't know what has happened to Liliana.
Well, we'll either see her or we won't. God willing, we won't. And God willing, if we do, either way it goes, it'll be quick, it'll be painless, and hopefully not traumatic at all.
You have me thinking now. Perhaps I should go check on Sun and see if she's alright.
I just kind of slowly nod my head and give you a nice pat on the shoulder at that. And yeah.
I think I'll do that. Do you remember seeing where she got off to?
I literally look around at maybe like the few kind of faces that are like within vicinity and just kind of look back at Atera. Honestly, at this point, I haven't the slightest fucking clue. And it almost bothers me to think that she is literally within earshot right now and I wouldn't know.
That's an interesting thought. Perhaps I'll start in her room and go from there.
You do that. It is so mindfucky to deal with changelings.
I've actually been talking to you the whole time.
Fuck you!
So you go and talk to Sin?
Yeah. I'll go head over towards Sen's room at least and knock on the door.
Puts the porno on.
Hey.
Hello?
I said no.
Sen, are you busy?
Yes, you did say that.
Oh, I was going to talk with you, but if you've got your hands full, then I can come back later.
That sounds about 15 minutes.
15. Oh, all right. It's not a long amount of time. That's fine. I'll be on the deck somewhere.
Oh my god.
All right. So
And you make
15 minutes
heads up.
pass.
Yeah.
Roar walks out 15 minutes later to the deck, balcony, whatever. Isn't this the one that Lucian
I know.
smashed?
The window?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sure. Why not?
Or did jump off the deck? I can't remember.
I think they both did.
Yeah, I think they both
Oh,
did.
I smashed 2 windows, yeah.
Wasn't like 1,000 gold you had to pay?
It
I don't
was.
think I did. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it.
Hello.
Son, I've been thinking. I've been very hard on you lately. And that's unfair to you, I believe. You see, I recently lost my niece. And it was very sudden and unexpected.
You lost another niece?
Let's go ahead and make this as awkward as fucking possible, please. I love it.
I suppose that's possible. I do have several nieces. But I'm referring to Leora.
Oh.
I suppose I blame you.
Jesus.
I don't know what happened, but I do forgive you.
She just hugs a tarot and starts crying.
Aww.
It's okay, Shen. It's okay.
Someday I'll tell you what happened. I can't now, though.
I mean, to consult the DM.
Yeah, I need to consult the DM. Actually,
I'm about to say,
we discussed this months ago.
That's fine. I'm sure it was a difficult moment. when you're ready, we can talk. I'm here.
You sure you want to know?
I don't need to, but it may give me some sense of closure. I have a gift for you. While we were working on the cell, I had some spare metal. And he holds up like a little pinwheel. If you were to like blow on it, it would do a windmill effect. It's not made out of silver. I understand that's something you would prefer. Leora used to enjoy these.
She used to have one pinned to her jacket.
Elle had it then. I hadn't seen her for some time. I remember we would make cocoa and put it above it, and it would spin from the steam rising off of it.
Is that actually a thing? This is Nathan asking.
Yeah, steam would push against it.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
a thing.
God. I never tried that. That's amazing.
I agree. It's absolutely amazing that the steam could move this piece of metal.
Oh no.
Imagine.
I feel like I just caught wind of that part of the conversation. I just slowly peek around the corner.
What if you used
Suddenly, the Leviathan.
large-
Don't forget the last 10 seconds.
a large amount of steam, and there was some sort of rotating.
No, it's not happening. Cut. Fade to black.
Fade to
Maybe
black.
you could use like coal to generate heat because there's a lot of coal.
As you are.
That
sailing.
awkward moment, we almost accidentally discover steam.
Whatever,
possible
fucker. I did this
propulsion.
completely organically.
You did too. That was beautiful. That awkward moment, we almost accidentally discover steam power from RP. Oh.
About
Someday
this
I'll show you
direction.
where she's buried.
Right, whenever you came. So like you were here heading that way, you guys saw each other around this area, they were like going in this direction, right?
Yeah.
Like somewhere around there. So this is, extrapolating on that and like for weather, this is the search area.
And this is how we're gonna cover it.
I'm afraid.
This will reveal to us a majority of the area with a few dark spots. But those dark spots shouldn't be too big.
Yeah, I'm more worried about how long it's gonna take.
Well, how long will it take to go that far, Michael?
I can't.
Yeah, what are you?
Oh, you can't see my path? Why? What?
Yeah. What?
Oh, what the fuck? It's 82 hexes. Hold on, now I have to.
Okay,
redraw
now
them.
I saw it
Jeff showed up.
Yeah, I
well,
saw it for a
fuck, it
brief
was like,
moment.
Shit. It was something like this. Ish. It was 82 hexes, but now it's more.
I think
roughly.
we should go something like this, like a spiral, just kind of, you know. Yeah, just
Circle down the drain. I like
right down there. Yeah, it's gonna be in the center.
I think we should go straight down the middle, and if that doesn't work, then we do a complete loop.
I sigh because I want to assume we're all looking at a map as you guys are trying to come up with this search pattern. I'm just sitting there staring at this before slowly looking up, and it's like, one or more of you could literally be a werewolf. How long is this gonna fucking take?
I'm not worried about it. Are you worried about it? I'm
Kind
not
of.
worried about it.
The way that they're
of.
having it set up right now, it looks like it'll probably take about
82 hexes. This was the path. This was the path. I found it.
Now
I'm a
we're
fan of this.
talking about a hex a day.
We are? I thought it was 4 per day.
Don't we have those special sales?
Yeah, I thought it was
Wait,
4
hold
hexes
on.
each day.
Hold on.
God, I hope so.
I don't
No,
ever
48.
remember traveling.
One
at
hex
large.
is 48 miles. What I would do is say I only roll for things every 3 or 4
Yeah.
or something.
82 days.
One hex is 48 miles. That's
No.
it's
How
like
fast does your
6.
ship go?
I feel like I remember us going 3 per day, then it became 4 per day when we got our sales.
That is what I remember as well.
It's not quite the case. You traveled 30% faster. Like, hold on. 48 was like so you're traveling at 40 feet per round, roughly. That's about 4 miles an hour.
So in
So-
10 hours, we
Okay,
could have
okay, so this is about 12 hours. So you actually travel about 2 a day.
Okay.
So 41 days, assuming it's not in the part of our route.
Not counting the return trip.
Right.
If I know Michael,
So we need 82 days of food.
Oh god.
if I know Michael, it's gonna be like here.
Not accounting for weather. Any other at-sea disasters that could strand us for a while.
Yeah.
A few days to the journey.
I wonder how those goblins are doing.
Let's stop there along the way.
Or do I have to keep my mouse like this the whole time?
It already faded for us.
What the fuck? That's
Yep.
bullshit.
There it is.
So, I'll tell you a weird question. With whatever leftover silver we have from building the makeshift Cartography brig, do you think you could possibly silver some weapons as well?
Oh,
I have a silver sword.
We're gonna need more than
even
one.
if even if we didn't have enough silver. Sorry. I have plenty of gold that I can turn into silver.
I just stare at you and slowly blink.
The forge has many blessings,
Oh god.
and we can certainly reap the benefits of hard work.
You can literally transmute one precious metal into another.
In
Well, we've just been
limited
doing that.
quantities, yes.
That boggles my goddamn mind. Okay.
It's faith, Lambert. It's faith isn't meant to be analyzed or understood. You just believe in it.
Do it now, and I hand him 100 gold.
It'll take me an hour, but I'd be happy to.
Brig first. Just saying that. Brig first. Do that. Ah. And what are the gods everyone prays to? Please tell us none of you three are actually lycanthropes. Because I really don't want to deal with Lucian as a werewolf.
Why not?
Well, I had a weird itch earlier today.
You weren't bitten. Wait, were
I
you?
have a weird cravings for red meat.
That's every day. That's nothing new.
Was I bitten, Michael? I don't know.
I don't think...
You were not.
Yeah,
You were
not.
Claude.
Yeah.
I was also making a joke because I was reading porn.
Oh, that's funny.
Lord Almighty. Anyway.
If you're... Sorry, could you move your cursor? Yeah, there we go. Because I can see it when you move, it just goes away eventually. So is everyone clearing this path?
I think.
It's a very space-efficient route that will reveal to us the majority of the hexes while keeping the distance we travel short-ish.
We should do it like this.
So that leaves some areas very unexplored.
And
to
then
us.
after that, we go back up north.
Draw a pentagram.
Because this route, pretty much the only areas we don't see are like 3 hexes here and 3 hexes here.
So I'm going to be honest, I think I overall agree with Lucian's. But how are we going to be okay for food?
We can buy more food.
Well, I'm saying
How much
if
food do we
not,
even have?
if not, we might have to stop at islands and like slaughter.
How much food do we have right now? I can't check because I'm holding the.
I'll look it up.
Right now, with your current ship, combining what you had in the...
No food.
Hold on.
Give me food, Michael. Give me
Right,
food.
I archived here. So I'll delete this. You have 56 days of food right now.
So we need to buy another 26 days to have 82 days total.
Okay.
And then maybe then a little bit extra.
I mean, it'll be... I mean, that by itself is 130 gold.
That's not too bad. The return trip isn't that far anyway, so yeah, we probably only need 82 days of food.
Only. What if we plan for 60 days of food and see what happens?
And die.
Well,
So
with
how much-
60 days of food, I mean, you could go... I mean, as far as, like...
Well, we could go 120 hexes with 60 days of food.
Do we have
Yeah.
anyone who can like forage? Is that something we can do?
I can purify water, so we could just drink salt water.
Okay, how many crew members do we have? Because they need to eat. And then there's the 6 of us. We have what, like maybe a dozen?
Well, yeah, but that's fine. We just, if we buy 82 days of food, that's 82 days of food.
How much does that cost?
It's
Eat one of
5
the
gold a day.
crewmates. If food
5?
is
5-foot
low, we
radius
can
of
eat one of
beer.
the crewmates, and then there's more food for the remainder.
He's got a point.
You said 5 gold?
It's a really shitty point, but he's got one. I did say 5
I
gold.
mean,
Okay.
surviving, below the earth for a while.
I'm sorry, Michael, how much was it to get to 82?
130 gold.
Okay, so divide that by 6, and then there we go.
I mean, right, if you follow your exact plan, though, you will run out of food.
We move at 2 hexes per day, you said.
Oh, shit. Well, yeah. Okay, yeah. You need... Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
So
right.
We'll be good.
Yeah.
So we have enough that should something go wrong, we will be perfectly fine.
I think we should also plan to forage. Because I feel like things won't go right.
Well, that's
I mean,
why I
assume
brought
you
extra
find
food.
other islands. along the way.
That's why I'm bringing all the extra food, or we're bringing the extra food.
Wouldn't it make more? God damn it!
Let's just buy 82 days of food, and then we're
Oh,
good.
yes.
We're set.
Wouldn't it make more sense if we did something like this?
I mean, not necessarily.
I like the spiral idea that Gwydion had.
Because like that just leaves a lot of the map unseen. Whereas this will cover 99% of it.
What if we buy a second ship?
I don't think we need a second ship. We
True
sold
that.
our other ship.
We just
Are
sold
there
our
any
original
further
ship.
actual arguments, or should we buy 82 days of food and get going?
Definitely 82 days of food.
All right. So that's 130 gold.
Someone please divide by 6 for me. Because I can't do it. So, thank you. So, 2 of us pay 22 gold. No, 2 of us pay 21 gold. And the other 4, it's like 22. So I'll just
Alright.
pay 22.
I'll pay 22.
You guys travel along this path.
Oh, that's weird. It won't
Oh,
follow
we're
the
just
exact path.
going.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck is that? Ruby, probably.
Probably.
The way the ship moves is weird.
Shut up.
Like,
Hexes.
sometimes it goes on the hex, and sometimes it's like, nah, we're good.
Yeah, sometimes it likes to go through half hexes.
Oh no. There's an island.
Yeah.
Hey, how's our lifted buddy doing?
He's doing fine.
About as well as you expect an elephant at sea, I guess.
Thank you, Michael. It was 46
Yeah, so that's
hexes.
46 days.
No.
That's sorry,
2 hexes
46.
per day.
Yeah, sorry.
I'd
20.
like to say I've been training with my hurdy-gurdy this time.
Of course.
Divided by 2 is hard.
Wait a minute. 23 days? That's the next full moon.
Has Gwydion been teaching our buddy how to speak common?
Working on it.
All right. So, all right. So you're about like here then.
Oh no.
You've determined that the next full moon would be tonight. It's not hard. I mean, you're trained in like all sorts of like ship sailing things. You need to know when the full moon's going to be. So I'm not gonna like make that a whole thing.
What day is it?
This would be the 17th of Dawn's Slumber. The nights of Dawn's Slumber start to get much longer, and eventually, the sun begins to set. Who is going to be put in the brig?
That's the question, isn't it?
Do
I
we
think that
only
was-
have one brig?
Everyone that was bitten, right? So the brig that I had in mind would have multiple cells. It wouldn't be just the one cell.
Yeah.
So we can separate
yeah.
people out if need be.
Okay.
Well, I was bitten multiple times, so I will go into the brig.
Q
All
is
right.
bitten.
So Lucian goes into the brig. Q goes into the brig, and Gwydion.
Yep, into the brig.
All right.
And at some point, I'm pretty sure I would have pulled Dakar to the side and informed him of why this is going to be a thing for at least one night. So,
Shit! Really? Fuck. All right. Thanks for the heads up. Just hope it goes well for you.
I imagine he watched us building those and was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's probably how it spurred the conversation. He's like, well, I hope everything's gonna be alright, and I just kind of slowly look at him while just tapping my fingers along one of my silver longswords. Yeah, me too. Just say I'm not sleeping that night. I'm gonna be down there with him.
Alright. The three of you are sat in your own cages in the brig. Lambert holding his sword in his hand, just sort of stays watch over all of you. Eventually, the moons rise. It begins to just glisten along the horizon. You begin to sort of, this sense of anxiety just doesn't go away. An hour passes. 2 hours pass. 3.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling a little hungry.
That's not funny.
Oh, I have a platter of raw meat. Look at this. Fresh beef.
That's not funny.
I thought it was funny.
Eventually, most of you end up falling asleep. Another hour passes, another. And before you realize, morning comes. None of you were cursed with lycanthropy.
Ooh, okay.
All right, cool.
Sure I was.
No break anymore.
I remember you rolled the DC.
Oh my god.
Another successful adventure for the unnamed adventuring
Okay,
party.
I'm not gonna lie.
On the unnamed ship.
I really thought Gwydion honestly was going to turn. I really did.
I rolled like a 23.
Then I thought you rolled a 16.
He rolled.
I rolled
It was,
16. That
it was
me.
him that rolled the 16. That
Okay.
was the DC.
Okay, either way, 16 was the lowest number I remember seeing, and that was the one I was most worried about.
Yeah, I mean, for good reason.
I wouldn't make a very formidable werewolf. It'd be fine.
Right,
Yeah,
you
you're
know, not so very
Oh my
formidable
God.
werewolf that may or may not have the capacity to cast fireball
That
on a
would be
ship
awesome.
at sea.
Okay,
Reasons
can
I
make
was
him a
worried.
werewolf now? I want to see
I like
it.
it.
Can we make him a werewolf?
Let's
I
not.
kind of want you to be a werewolf now, thinking about it. Like, this armored werewolf tank.
Oh
Jesus.
my god,
I'm
that
just
would be
saying.
frightening.
He would wipe the
Go
party.
Yeah, absolutely. In any case,
Oh, you're gonna
Paladin.
cast spells at me? Oh, I save.
Yeah.
Fuck.
As you are sailing, the next day already, you're feeling a lot better. Did you stay up all night, Lambert?
Yeah, I did. Second
Can you
dawn.
make me a con save, please?
Yeah, I'll make you a con save.
What a good day for the moon to come up.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're a little tired. I mean, how could you not be? But you shake it off just fine. You're good at this.
I was literally getting ready to possibly kill one of my friends.
The next morning, a wave of relief washes over all of you, and within the next coming hours, you actually arrive at night. As you're sailing, the fullness of the moons in this particular case is rather helpful in spotting it. An island off in the distance. It's larger than the island that you last visited. A deep, rich jungle grows over the western side, separated by massive rock formations from the expanse of desert to the south. Toward the north eastern side, the rock formations along that western edge connect to this large mountain, from which, just behind it, you can see some white smoke beginning to rise. You have approached from the western side. Because of this, you notice something immediately.
Hole.
A ship.
Colorful.
Ooh.
What the hell is
Yeah.
this
See,
island?
my path was the best path.
It's a turtle.
Eat
You
it.
literally did ram us basically into this island on your path, so I will give credit where credit is due on that.
You're hacking.
Also,
pretty
what
good.
the fuck is this island?
Holy
It's a-
shit, it's like a volcano.
It's a
If I could
turtle.
understand the topography, I'd understand
Okay, so there's jungle here,
jungle.
Got it.
Oh, yeah.
and the
Oh, what
orange
the
parts
fuck?
are the rock
Red
formations.
blood.
Yeah, so you can see here, the jungle goes underneath the rock formations. But like the
Ooh.
yeah.
Oh.
Over here in the sandy bit is a desertous region. There seems, you can see a little thing over here, but you have to go over there to actually investigate. The purple part is the mountain. I would have colored this more accurately to real life, but I don't hate myself.
Right.
So you're gonna have to
It's purple.
forgive me in that case.
I don't think I will.
But your ship.
It's right here. What do you mean?
Found it. It's right there. Yep. Look at it.
Yep. Purple sails and all.
It's all nice.
Nah,
Also,
There we are.
I totally named our ship.
no one liked it.
No, that's why I started telling people.
Nobody said they didn't like it.
I don't
Nobody
remember
said
how you
anything.
named it.
Okay, wait, what'd you name it? I'll tell you whether or not I said something against it.
It was the Aureate Dragon, because Aureate means gold.
I sang a badass song to people, and I told them we're the crew of the Aureate Dragon, so...
I guess
I'm
it's
not gonna
official
lie,
then.
I actually kind of dig on that, so I'm actually pretty certain I did not say anything against it.
See, I'm not like the worst person on the planet.
I thought we were gonna stick with
Not
like
this-
the star theme, you know,
Sunrise.
Look, we'll get a new ship.
That was a joke,
like
though.
like the Cosmic Crunch or something.
yeah, I like that one.
How about we call you Captain Crunch from now on?
Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch, Blue Eyes.
I'll get the hat.
Michael, is the ship
In any case, you've already noticed it. A ship looking almost exactly like your own. Well, your last one, at least. This was written before you went to Ambria. So, it is sailing Cartography Guild colors with an embroidered four-pointed star. The mast is bent, and the upper decks look splintered. But still it floats on the sea. Obviously, you know what this is. This is the North Star Concerto.
There's nobody on board right now, correct?
It doesn't look like it, but you'd have to go, up to see.
I think we should check the ship first.
I mean, that would be the wise course of action.
Okay. It's easy to do. It's not moving anywhere. It is firmly anchored into the ocean floor below. You travel on board. There doesn't seem to be any signs of life on the vessel. But up on the deck, you do get a better look at the carnage. On the deck itself, there are a series of splintered cuts along the deck and mast. Some of these marks are obviously some sort of large claw, but others are hard to pinpoint, almost as if the whole deck had been struck by something sharp. You guys can take a better look at this deck if you so choose.
Is there blood? Is there
Make an investigation check.
bodies?
I'm
Ooh, investigation.
Try to help you with that.
My speciality.
Okay. You get advantage because of that. Okay.
Well, that mattered.
Sometimes you roll bad.
Sometimes.
You do not find any blood. Well. Okay, you probably find a little bit of blood. All very dry. Some of the blood, however, you do find there are parts of the ship with a purple discoloration. It's like something that's sunk into the wood, like just been absorbed into it. You don't find. Sorry, go ahead.
I would say Gwydion's blue eyes will glow as he casts Detect Magic innately.
There does seem to be a faint source of magic coming from below deck, but there is not anything magical about anything unexpected around.
Below deck.
I will say, you do not find any bodies, for whatever reason. At least on top of the deck. Going below deck, you see that the crates have been arranged in a way as to separate the bunk beds into distinct rooms. It doesn't add too much in the way of privacy, but it certainly makes it harder to navigate. The idea itself, I mean, it was nice. Yeah, for what it mattered. Unfortunately, the crates in the center, as well as the beds enclosed by them, seem to be splintered and charred. It seems like some sort of explosive force had been unleashed here. Doesn't particularly look sustained, like a stream. Like it didn't catch fire. It looks like fire happened to it.
Magical fire typically doesn't set things alight.
At the very least, the ship is lucky that it didn't break through the hull and cause the whole ship to sink. Inside the ship, you do find a few bodies. Judging from the smell, it looks like they've been here for a while. They've likely been scavenged on by like seafaring birds and stuff. Probably picked more or less clean. There are like dark spots beneath the bones, probably where some of the viscera sunk into the boards. There are noticeably less bodies than there should be, assuming that everyone had died here. There might be survivors. They might have fled somewhere or been killed beforehand, or I mean, any number of things could have happened to the rest of them. But I mean, you guys had, 14 people on your ship when you left. You find probably close to like 5 bodies. The numbers just don't add up. In spite of the unfortunate loss of these people, it seems that they had stumbled upon a bit of treasure on their ventures before this point. In the cargo hold, you find a now shattered chest that leaks gold coins onto the floor of the ship.
How many gold coins?
215 gold pieces.
Got it.
I feel like we shouldn't take this.
6 finely crafted objects, all worth about 25 gold pieces.
25 per.
I feel like we should
inventory these.
Quartermaster inventory.
And a scroll.
I'll identify that scroll.
It is a scroll of Gust of Wind.
Fuck. Whatever. I'll take it. I'll hold on to it.
Okay.
Uh,
In any case, the ship is not in sailing order. You probably literally have the supplies to fix it, but it would take a lot of time.
Right.
It is, and because especially there are no other people here, it is probably well beyond saving intact. However, this does not mean there are not any survivors, as you also notice that at least one dinghy is missing.
Well, if I survived that, I would probably hide out near the underpass.
yes. Looks like we have a mystery afoot, and we need to find
Or whatever this is.
the people who survived. I am itching to explore that island. It looks interesting, to say the least.
Well, hopefully we find them alive and not, you know.
Yes, I would like to know what happened here. I'm confused. Tyler is confused about what you meant by purple discolorations on the ship earlier.
Purple blood.
Hard to tell. Like they're just like purple bits, like something had sunk into the wood that was purple instead
For
of
instance,
like how blood
purple
turns
blood.
things red, like stain.
So I guess maybe some kind of magical substance, or perhaps the blood of some kind of seafaring monster that might have been purple.
Could be anything. You didn't roll high enough to really dive in.
Yes, indeed. No more magic on the ship?
Not by the looks. It does seem that it was the scroll that lit up for you. You were
Oh.
just within range.
If we only have one way to find out what happened, we'll have to
Let's go.
get on that island. I'm excited to explore. We can make a map while we're here.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll me the cartography goal, like the cartography,
Check.
yeah.
Yes. Cartography
That one.
tools. With
Check
my
this.
intelligence.
I-
Is this something that I'm able to get inspiration for? Or no?
Yeah, if he wants to use it.
Does someone want to inspire me for this? We get
Does
money.
someone fire?
Nathan.
What's? Oh, inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo, dog, you want an inspiration?
sure.
I'll give you an inspiration.
All
Excellent.
right. You feel inspired?
That's good. Because I
Sorry.
got a natural one. I can't. That doesn't fucking. It's not gonna.
Roll your inspiration.
It's a natural one.
That's
16.
16.
That's a 10. That's 16.
Oh, and natural ones only apply to attack rolls, right?
Yes, right.
It is more than serviceable. The worst you could have possibly done in this case is
But also,
pretty fucking good, generally speaking. You could probably fetch a pretty good sum for the map itself. You'll probably end up going through like this is one check for basically the entire time you're like taking notes and stuff, and it's one of those sorts of things. But
it's been a bit harrowing for the past few days. Gwydian's preoccupied with some things.
yeah.
And also, I haven't drawn a map in literally fucking months in game, I think.
Yes, more than likely. So, where do you guys want to land? The rock formations in the mountains seem a little bit tricky, but the desert over here and the jungle both seem landable.
Jungle!
Well, yeah, if I survived a crash, I'd probably go to the jungle.
All right.
Desert is the death sentence.
Well, they didn't crash.
I mean, it might make sense to go on the edge of the desert and the jungle because it would be easier to cover ground.
Well, and my thoughts is they're probably under the underpass. So if we went to the jungle or to the desert, I guess we'd have to
Is someone who's
we'd
played
have
a
to go
lot
all
of-
the way around the island and then come up and over this way. But I figure if we go straight shot this way, right?
Straight lines aren't always the fastest ways.
Oh, because we'd have to take the ship around.
Wait, where do you want to land, Matthew? Exactly? Is it around here?
Yeah,
We'd
I'm
have to
thinking
take
like
the ship
here.
around this way.
I think that could make sense if we need to like make a quick getaway. A desert is kind of an easy place to run across as well.
Yeah.
So that brief stretch. It's more like a coast we're at that point, which is good. And it's still close to the underpass. I mean, fucking.
It's close enough. I
Yeah.
guess time doesn't really matter, anyways.
Yeah, we kind of made that up. Like,
It is also nighttime.
oh, fucking. It's cold.
Oh yeah, it'd be real cold in the desert right now.
And it's like winter.
Yeah, but you are in a relatively you're in a more tropical
Yeah,
area
that's
technically.
true.
I would
That's true.
say, I mean, right now, nighttime in the winter, well, getting there at least.
I like landing here. I think this is a good landmark at the very least. It's like sort of like 3 different terrains in one. So
Okay.
All right, Captain.
well, onwards we go.
All right, Captain.
Captain.
So,
Which direction are we going from here? Through the jungle?
the desert here is rather oddly placed. Sandbars and things exist. Oh, you know what I actually forgot to do?
What?
Draw the demon skeleton in the desert.
Yeah, that one.
You get on the dinghy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, of all the
indeed.
times for me to have to freaking not pay attention because my logo artist just contacted me and I had to rap with him for a bit,
No.
I'm afraid to ask this next question. What the hell's happening?
Fuck whatever's about to happen.
Want a
Honestly.
dinghy? We have a great reputation with dinghies.
No, we don't. That's part of the reason I'm suddenly worried I came back to this.
Michael, I'm gonna pull the cloak of the manta ray up. Is there ever any reason for me not to have it?
Gotta
up?
cast Mage Armor.
Always have it up.
Anybody
Did-
else see
did-
just a gray picture? Because I don't see anything.
I see blue.
That's
Did it-
because you haven't done the blood ritual.
Did anyone bother to
Oh, you know what?
check this?
No one noticed.
Oh, there we go.
Liliana was on the map.
Oh,
Did anyone bother to check where maybe the other ship actually made land and, you know, where they might have gotten off on the island? No?
Yeah, no.
I think everyone said that they just wanted to go this way.
Well, I said that we should go for the jungle and head straight to the underpass, but
Yeah, that's where
the
Ah.
rest of the group said we should go to the desert and then go to the underpass.
that's where the captain wanted to go, so we did it.
Going through the sandbar.
I think that's where Matthew wanted to
I
go.
took it. It was a good collaborative effort.
I
So-
wanted to look for dirt
You
pillars.
guys feel a sudden rock. Just like something brushing up against the bottom of your ship.
Oh, that's just
In character,
You
I'm just
look-
gonna say I was buried in my grimoire when I suddenly realized, wait, what the fuck is happening?
You look beneath.
Oh.
What the fuck is
Oh,
that?
no.
Excuse me? Hey, Michael, what the fuck? Explain?
Grow faster. Actually,
Is that like a evil coelacanth?
is it tiny because it's far away?
It's not. This is as big as it is. It's about like a 15-foot long, strangely made, almost like an eel, but it has like these like fins along the bottom with clawed edges, and the tail has like this big fin that looks like almost like a shovel on either end, where it just can. It looks like it can like move things, and it seems to have been paying attention to you.
Alright, should we beat the shit out of this thing? I think the answer is yes.
If it's not hurting us, I think we should leave it alone.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of this thing.
That's a bad idea. We're in its territory.
Oh.
Well, it rolled initiative, so I think
It
it's
is
going.
going.
Oh, battle music started playing. Oh no.
Yeah. Do you hear the battle music?
No, I have that shit muted.
We
I'm
aggroed it. It's thrown out.
Fuck.
I look at my hands as I'm playing my hurdy-gurdy, not even realizing it.
God damn it.
See? Battle music, guys.
I don't know how this happens, I'm going to be honest.
All right. Is that?
I'm pulling up my thing. How? Every time.
Fuck.
So I just see like a dark shape that's attacking.
Yeah. So, from underneath your ship, you feel like a bump. You guys are like almost thrown off of your seats, and like out from below. It looks like it's like approaching the surface, like with its mouth agape.
I quite literally have no idea what to do.
cast magic at it, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, I'm trying to think of anything special. I can just do damage, but... How far below in the water is it?
Right now, probably about maybe 10 feet. It looks like there's like this area around looks like it's like a sandbar, like bits of like earth and mud that kind of make it to where it's not very deep, as opposed to the open water.
If I dissident whispered at it, would it hear me?
You don't know. Most things have heard you thus far, though.
Yeah, but I mean because it's in the water.
You don't know. You'll have to cast it.
I'm gonna put my mouth in the water and I'm going to dissident whisper.
Okay. All right, I like it. That's a 10.
Cool, and now it's gonna try to use its reaction and get the fuck away.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
Keep rowing, Gwydion. Use your biceps. Or use the back muscles. Use the back
I'm
muscles.
not rowing. Why would I be rowing?
Yeah, I'm about to say, if anyone's rowing, I think it's going to be me and Lucian.
It's just
It's just,
right.
paddling in the back.
doggy paddle, doggy paddle.
Well, that was easy.
Oh, are we done already?
I mean, we literally scared away the thing.
It ran away.
Ran off. What's the fucking Pokemon bullshit?
What's this bull?
Gwydion was gonna
It's
take
gonna
out the
tell its
fucking.
dad. Oh
Gwydion-
no.
Gwydion was gonna take out the wind fan and like blow us like a motor farther, propel us faster. Like
Instead of like doing the one big gust, you like kind of spin it along the other axis and like hold on for dear life. And like it has that little like hoop thing, and like you wrap it around and just.
exactly.
Either way, you do manage to get a top. Its swim speed was fast enough that it ran far enough away from the map that it just found other things.
That's
Well, I guess I
nice.
could change that music back now.
Yes, I am working on that right now. I just wondering, are we in the desert or the jungle?
I believe the landing point was in the desert here.
Desert.
That's not the right one. There it is.
Now, it is warm in the desert, even now, which is a little odd because, I mean,
What time of day is it?
it's like 9 p.m.
It should be cold.
It's like the sand is warm to the touch. And it's really uncommon for islands like this to have such hot, dry places, especially not at night. It does seem that there is something weird about it. Either way, it's a bit of a change from the humid nature of like the sea and the jungle you're about to go into. Even like your homes are very humid, so the aridness is kind of nice, I guess, especially if you're to be traversing it and like welcome or not, it's really up to you guys. The desert isn't exclusively sand, however. There are a few stone spires popping up from time to time. Looks mostly like it's all been eroded. Like wind erosion. Sort of just, these big, tall pillars with like very clear lines etched out.
Have any of you seen anything like this?
Michael, have I seen anything like this?
No, in fact, you've never seen a desert.
Have I seen anything like this?
In paintings.
What the fuck's a desert?
Paintings and maybe dreams.
I'm not even sure I would have read about this.
Oh, actually, yeah. In a very particular dream, it's very similar.
Oh.
It doesn't, but like you can see the surrounding area. It's very clearly not the same.
Nevertheless, how about
It is familiar.
we find... Well, it doesn't really matter what we do. We can just go anywhere. I can set up a magic dome that will keep us all nice and temperate, and we can go to sleep and prepare ourselves for the journey ahead if we need to.
We should have shot a cannon so that we could tell anybody that we're in this area.
You don't have cannons.
I'm about to say,
What's a
cannon?
cannon?
Next up,
I assume that we're going this way.
I mean, I wish we knew where the hell they landed so I could have something to follow other than blindly walking through. Why does an island even have a desert? This is a little bit expansive just to be a sandbar.
yes, this place is strange. There's always something weird going on, and I'm excited to find out what it is here. I imagine if we go towards the center, we might find something. But nevertheless,
The desert.
head to this jungle and try and find a trail.
What
I
is
mean,
what is in the center? Is it like a mountain or is it a pit or we don't know?
You don't know. You haven't been up there.
Well, we're gonna find out.
So it's up. So it's
Yeah, it's up there. Okay. So are you intending on staying the night before you travel, or are you just traveling?
We could just go, right? Unless we want to travel during the day, which is probably safer.
well, I imagine if we travel at night, then we have our lights on. So if they happen to see our lights, then they would be like, "Wait a minute, firelight."
Also a fair point.
Yeah, you know what else is attracted to firelight?
Moths, moth people, mothmen, moth women.
Literally everything else.
I don't
That's why-
think we'll have a problem dealing with it.
That's why we made 2 campfires. One a little further away from us, and the second one with Gwynion's hut.
I sighed
Speaking of
dejectedly and just... I think at this point elect just to keep my mouth shut because this is what happens when I say something mildly intelligent.
well, speaking of campfires, they would also likely have a fire of their own. Would make it easier to spot them. As far as monsters go, I mean, we just beat the shit out of 3 werewolves, so.
We've also struggled with bees before, so
I just point to him
If there's
immediately at
bees
that.
on this island, we get the fuck off of it.
we
We
leave.
did fall asleep.
That is
Somehow.
an unwritten rule of the group.
Somehow fell asleep during the bee fight, Lucy, and it was quite sad.
Yes, you put me to sleep
I would never.
with a spell.
Anyways,
So which way we headed?
towards the underpass in the southern,
Assumedly,
southwestern jungle.
something like.
As you are crossing through the rock formations that like lead over top, there is like a section of like relatively just rocky area that does lead further into the jungle. This section of the island is okay, sorry. I have to Google something I wrote because what happened, and I guarantee what happened, is I looked up what it's called, and then I forgot.
Arboreal?
No, that just doesn't make any sense. Maybe I just mistyped it. In any case, it looks like this place is really just like it's. First off, it's colder. The desert itself, the sand seems to just keep the heat a lot better. The rocks, not so much. You can kind of like you're a little raised up, and you can see a little bit of the jungle beneath you. Nothing really catches your attention so far. About 3 hours in, sorry, 1 hour. Along the next hour, there you go. You guys do find something of note. There seems to be a plume of orange and brown feathers on the ground.
Oh.
They're about a foot or so long.
Oh.
And they're as
Big
hard
bird.
as a rock.
Oh.
There's what?
They're as hard as a rock.
Huh.
The feathers are rock hard?
Yes.
I'm afraid. What do I roll to identify what this came off of?
I want to try and pick one up. Is it heavy like a rock too?
What the hell?
Yeah, it's probably a good 8 pounds by itself.
Oh, you could use this like a weapon.
I lift it up with one pinky.
Make a nature check
Thank
for
you.
me.
Which one? Me or Lambert?
Lambert, he asked.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, you could be. Never mind. I got it. I got it.
You got it.
I got this. This is my thing.
From the looks, it's first off, obviously a bird feather.
Big burp.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Based on just the size of it, it's probably bigger than any of you. Easily.
That's fine.
Vega Coracocker.
However, I mean, you've read, especially in Tenon, especially in Sorellum, stories of rocks, large birds, and you've seen feathers of theirs from time to time. Those feathers seem to be longer, and the feather that you have in front of you is shorter, but harder as well. So.
Interesting.
Seems that this jungle contains a rock bird.
Usually when people talk about rocks, they're talking about literal stones, giant birds, not giant birds made of stone.
We will keep our eyes on the sky in that case.
Onwards!
Please
Okay.
don't shout.
Try not to get swept up
Onwards!
or swooped upon.
Swooping
As
is
you-
bad.
As you cut through the jungle, it's a very lush jungle. You can tell because it's green now.
That's cute.
Thank you. Aside from a small area along the coast where large stones and beach sands make it hard for trees to grow, that was the end of that sentence. Why did I name it? Further, you can see that there are some older trees in the jungle. They're just impossibly large, with roots bigger than any of you just scattered about. Now, unfortunately, it would see that a combination of the root. It would seem that a combination of the roots blocking progress in one direction or another, and the dense canopy overhead, sight and maneuverability are both somewhat limited within it.
Is this just going to be one of those forests where everything is just much bigger than it should be?
I actually had something of a similar thought to that.
Because that can include bugs and things, which I'm not. too
I like
keen
how you
on.
say that. I was just about to say, I'm going to start turning over like
Funny.
a stone or something to look for insects.
If it's bees,
Interestingly enough, you find yourselves cutting through a particular area. You hear the streaming of water.
the water's
Just-
bigger.
Like waterfall coming from it seems like up ahead. You
Yeah.
continue walking a little bit further until you guys aren't going stealthily, are you?
I'm
No.
going to try.
I think
Going-
you guys would have said it ahead of time if you
We
would've
have our
tried.
lights on. We're vibing. Okay.
I assume we're not stealthy.
Lambert might be stealthing.
I'm going to at least try to
Maybe-
be quieter than the rest of you because I don't want to be the immediate thing that gets picked up by a
that's
giant
easy.
bird.
Oh, that's so easy.
Secondary theory: maybe we've shrunk when we got on this island.
I just
That's a theory.
look at you like you just went
eventually-
batshit.
No.
You see a light ahead of you. A relatively brighter green glow.
Never mind.
It seems like as you continue further in, it's like this very, very dim. And getting a look at it, it seems to be coming from a creature. One that kind of has, it very much resembles a wasp. It has those sorts of wings to it. The face is definitely wasp-like. However, it has its legs firmly planted around this big sac that comes out of its abdomen. It's like this big, and you can tell it's like, it looks almost swollen and kind of devoid of carapace to a certain degree, because you can see like within the light in it, there's like sloshing around, like a liquid is held in there.
Okay, but it's not a bee.
I mean, it looks like a wasp.
But it's not a bee.
It doesn't look like it's going to hurt you. It doesn't look like it's like coming at you.
Okay.
However,
Good question.
if you weren't being stealthy,
Yep, we weren't. I'll just go ahead and say that now.
and you have your lights out, you said, right?
Dude, I'm fucking riding ah, and he's in chainmail. I'm in plate, like through the jungle.
Guys,
Yeah.
look.
I no longer have
not-
disadvantage on stealth at the moment, and
Really hope that's not.
fuck. Okay.
All right, hold on.
I don't know what you mean by you think my hurdy-gurdy is so loud.
It's 40/20 on the lights, right?
Yeah.
They should
Yeah.
be torches equivalent, I think.
Yeah, torch equivalent, just directional.
Well, you know what? Sorry, I was expecting daytime, which is entirely my bad. Either way, I mean, I can send you guys over to the map. Out from the darkness, you hear hissing sounds. They seem to be getting closer, and you hear just this thumping of a very large creature, seemingly approaching you.
Fuck.
He doesn't have a light, but he also doesn't need one.
Fuck.
He's about to go die. Because we're gonna kill him.
This is coming from the guy that's died literally the most.
Yup.
So?
Just saying. Just saying.
He's technically died more than anyone else.
Yeah, bro, you gotta stop feeding.
I think you've
Shut
actually
up,
died more than
Tyler.
Talon did at this point.
I've died like twice. Yeah, no, if I died more than twice, I would know.
Show me the monster.
Oh, these
are
look
we
friendly.
defending this thing? Fuck. We have to keep
What the
this
fuck?
thing
Oh,
from
God, that's
dying.
What the hell? I don't even see
Big
all
B.
of that, and I'm worried.
Big B.
What you see very clearly, at least, well, one of you can see just the whole dam. So I'll just describe it. What you see off in the distance are large reptile-looking things, almost like a mix of reptile and wolf. At least in like shape, they look like they're very fast predators, but then they seem to be gathering around a much larger one, a larger one with large tendrils coming from the top of its head.
What?
It seems that you've stumbled into some creature's territory.
Turf war.
Oh boy.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna roll initiative, and then we're gonna wait for next week.
Oh, I like this tradition.
Lambert.
Twice.
Lambert. 18 or higher.
Why am I on the
18 or
front of
higher.
it?
What the
18
hell
or
am I
higher.
going to do against whatever this is? Also 10.
18 or higher.
Can I stop bleeding? Oh, okay.
Okay,
I got a
hold on.
20.
I really want to see this thing, Legion. Is it okay if I actually move my token up so I can see what the fuck this looks like? Just briefly.
I'm a big fan of the name.
Okay,
Warrior.
I'm less worried now.
That's cheating.
That's
Or just
also
fucking
still
big.
No, with the way I was looking at it, I could just barely... Where's my thing? I could just barely see this thing and this thing. I literally thought these were legs.
I thought this was
And I was about to shit myself.
Yes, I thought this was a 4x4 token.
Yeah, I could see how you would. Yeah.
Like, I legit was nervous. I was like, oh, please don't actually be that big. I don't have the heart for it. But nah, okay, I'm okay with this. This is fine. It's far better than Super Werewolf.
Yeah. You would imagine, huh?
In theory.
All right. Well, that will be all for today. Yeah. Next time we'll continue further along the island. We'll fight whatever the fuck those things are, and maybe we'll find a survivor of the North Star Concerto.
Just one?
Maybe.
Oh, they're called tongue rippers. Look at that.
Fucking what?
Guten Tag, gamers.
Welcome to Homebrew Island, the land of the homebrew, and the crew
Thanks,
of
I hate it.
What are you talking about? Those are Jagras. I see you.
Okay, actually, hold on. If you are still in the thing,
Yeah.
does this map look familiar?
Did you really base it off of Monster Hunter World?
Oh my god, he fucking did.
This is my least favorite map.
Oh, fucking, this is their... I love
Yo!
it.
I don't know why I'm
Yes,
looking. I
I think
never
you're
played
gonna
Monster
like this
Hunter World.
island.
That's good. That's real good.
Oh,
I'm gonna
boy.
enjoy the shit out of this.
We fought him. Didn't we fight a Monster Hunter monster in the last campaign as well?
Yup.
Yeah, we did.
Tongue me, boy. It was very late game as well. Shockingly late game.
Very late game.
It was post level 20, I think.
I don't. Okay, it was right before the Sora and Garen fight.
Yeah. Shit,
Yeah.
what was that thing called again?
Well, it's the Puke, but
Yeah, Puke Puke.
Okay.
Which, like, aren't really that hard to fight, but that one was.
I decided to make a really big one that could fuck your shit up.
Yeah.
So, welcome to this island. I made a lot of big things to fuck your shit up. It should be fun.
Is this
I'm
the
looking
Jurassic
forward
Park?
to it.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on. What is this music? Are you using the music from it as well?
No, I
No.
just said it, motherfucker.
This is Jurassic Park.
Oh, it's Jurassic Park. Okay. I had it down really low.
Have a good night.
Good YouTube, bud.
Bye, Dennis.
Yep, see you all next week when apparently we're just in Monster Hunter World now.
It's fine.
I love
And
it.
this is the session Nathan doesn't show up to.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, guys, so yeah, that was that. Jesus Christ. It's like I was looking at that, it's like, you know, that's weird. A lot of this was looking really familiar and I can't freaking place it. Now I know why. I got a couple of Twitch streamer friends that actually are trying to get me into Monster Hunter World, and I keep telling them I'm thinking about it. But honestly, at this point, I'm either gonna get that because they really want me to just join them in their antics, or get Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm honestly not sure which one I'm gonna get at this point, and who knows, I might very well just say screw it and get both. I don't know. Anyway, enough of my rambling. I'm actually tired. I've been running off nothing but energy drinks the entire day. I've had a long night. I'm gonna go ahead and just call it here, and I'm gonna go to sleep. But as usual, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If y'all did enjoy, a great way of showing that support, as always, is by liking the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, sharing it with your friends. And just tuning in next week to see what happens next in our 27th session, where we're thrown into Homebrew Island, aka Monster Hunter World. I'm not gonna lie, I always see that kind of stuff as somewhat cliche, but I only call it cliche if it's from a medium or a game I don't like, and I do enjoy Monster Hunter. I do. So I'm not gonna call this cliche. I dig this, and I hope you all too. But once again, thank you all for watching, and as usual, cheers to those that love us, the losers that lost us, and always the lucky sons of bitches that get to meet us, and we'll catch you all in the next video. And I hope that you all enjoyed the new logo, because I think by the time you all see this, it'll be done. Since I was distracted by that for a great part of this part. I'm gonna shut up now and go to bed. Catch you all next time.